They told you that you were special, that you were destined for greatness. But what if that was the biggest lie ever sold? What if your potential is nothing more than a cruel joke? A carrot dangled in front of you to keep you hoping, keep you docile while the world passes you by. The truth is brutal. Most people will die with their dreams still locked inside them. Their potential silent scream never heard, never realized. You're not unique. You're not different. You're just another statistic waiting to be forgotten. Another soul who believed in their own mythology but never had the courage to actually prove it. There's a war happening right now, not on distant battlefields or in foreign lands, but inside you. It's a war between who you are and who you could become. Most people never see this battle. They'll never understand the silent struggle that happens in the quiet moments before dawn, in the late nights when the world sleeps, in those private seconds when you choose growth over comfort. Success isn't loud. It doesn't announce itself. Success is a whisper, a promise you make to yourself when nobody's watching. It's the decision to keep moving forward when every fiber of your being wants to quit. It's the commitment to your dreams that burns so intensely inside you that it becomes a part of your DNA. Think about the most profound transformations in nature. A caterpillar doesn't hold a press conference before becoming a butterfly. It doesn't send out invitations or create a social media campaign about its upcoming metamorphosis. It works silently, consistently, methodically. Inside its cocoon, something miraculous happens. Day after day, it transforms, unseen, unheard, but absolutely unstoppable. That's the essence of true growth. The most powerful changes happen in silence. They happen when you're alone with your thoughts, when you're pushing through barriers that nobody else can see. Success is not about the applause. It's about the countless hours of preparation that nobody witnesses. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you truly challenged yourself? Not for recognition, not for likes or shares or temporary validation, but for the pure, unadulterated satisfaction of becoming better than you were yesterday. Most people are afraid of this journey. They're terrified of the work required to transform themselves. Comfort is the enemy of greatness. It's a subtle poison that slowly kills your dreams. Every time you choose the easy path, you're voting against your potential. Every moment you spend scrolling, watching, consuming instead of creating, you're surrendering your power. The world doesn't owe you anything. Your dreams are not a right, they're a responsibility. Consider the ocean. Waves crash dramatically on the surface, but the true power lies in the deep, silent currents beneath. Those currents move entire ecosystems, reshape continents, carry life across thousands of miles. They don't make noise. They don't seek attention. They simply do the work. Your journey is similar. The most significant transformations happen beneath the surface. While others are talking about what they're going to do, you're doing it. While they're posting about their goals, you're executing your plan. While they're seeking shortcuts, you're building your foundation, brick by silent brick. Success is not complicated. It's simple, but it's not easy. It requires discipline. It demands consistency. It needs you to show up every single day, even when nobody is watching, even when you don't feel like it, even when the results aren't immediate. Think about the seed buried deep in the ground. From the surface, nothing seems to be happening. Days pass, weeks pass, months pass, but underground something extraordinary is taking place. Roots are forming. Strength is building. And then seemingly overnight, a mighty tree emerges. But it wasn't overnight. It was the result of countless silent days of growth. Your potential is like that seed. It doesn't need validation, doesn't need permission. It just needs commitment. It needs you to believe in it more than anyone else possibly could. The world will try to define you. Society will attempt to place limits on your dreams, but your silent work will be the ultimate response. Every great achievement in human history started with a single quiet decision. The invention that changed the world, the business that transformed an industry, the art that moved generations, they all began in silence. In a moment of personal commitment that nobody else witnessed. But here's the truth that most people miss. This journey is not about the destination. It's about who you become in the process. Every challenge you overcome, every fear you face, every moment you choose growth over comfort. These experiences shape you. They forge your character. They determine your destiny. Success is not a result. It's a daily practice. It's a way of being. It's choosing the hard path when the easy path beckons. It's saying no to distractions. It's saying yes to your potential. It's understanding that greatness is not given. It's taken. It's earned, one silent, consistent moment at a time. Ask yourself, are you truly giving your dreams the respect they deserve? Or are you treating them like a casual hobby? Are you willing to do the work when nobody is watching? Are you prepared to grind in silence, knowing that your only reward might be personal satisfaction? The most powerful force in the universe is not technology. It's not money. It's not even talent. It's consistent, focused effort. The ability to show up, the courage to keep going when everything and everyone tells you to stop. That's true power. That's true strength. Your potential is a fire waiting to be ignited. But fires need fuel. They need oxygen. They need consistent attention. Your dreams are the same. They won't manifest through wishful thinking. They require your absolute commitment, your unwavering focus, your silent, relentless effort. The world doesn't reward potential. It rewards execution. It rewards those who are willing to do what others are not. Those who understand that success is not about being better than someone else. It's about being better than you were yesterday. Remember this. Your greatest competition is not external. It's the voice inside your head that says you can't, the limitations you place on yourself, the doubts that creep in during moments of uncertainty. Your job is to silence that voice, to prove it wrong every single day. This is your time, your moment, your opportunity to prove to yourself what you're truly capable of, not for fame, not for fortune, but for the pure transformative power of personal growth, for the satisfaction of knowing that you gave everything you had to become the best version of yourself. Grind in silence. Let your success be your noise. Part 2, the power of invisible effort. Silence is not weakness. It's strategy. It's concentration. It's power. In a world that constantly demands attention, those who can work quietly, persistently, are the true masters of their destiny. Think about the most significant movements in history, the most profound changes. They didn't announce themselves. They built momentum in silence. Consider the concept of compounding, not just in financial terms, but in personal development. Every small action, every minute of focused effort adds up. It's like a snowball rolling down a mountain. Initially, it's small, almost insignificant. But as it continues its journey, it grows, it gains momentum, it becomes unstoppable. Your personal growth follows the same principle. Those early mornings when you choose discipline over comfort, those late nights when you continue learning while others sleep, those moments when you push through fatigue and self-doubt. They might seem small, insignificant, but they're the foundation of something extraordinary. Most people want instant results. They want the trophy without understanding the training. They want the destination without respecting the journey. But true mastery doesn't work that way. Mastery is boring. It's repetitive. It's doing the same fundamental things with increasing precision day after day, year after year. Imagine a sculptor. From the outside, it might look like they're just chipping away at a stone. But with each careful strike, they're revealing something beautiful, something that was always there waiting to be discovered. Your personal development is the same. Each challenge you overcome, each skill you develop, each fear you confront, you're sculpting yourself. The world is designed to distract you. Social media, endless entertainment, quick dopamine hits. These are traps designed to keep you mediocre. They're sophisticated mechanisms of distraction that prevent you from realizing your true potential. While everyone is consuming, you must be creating. While they're scrolling, you must be growing. But growth is not always visible. It's not always dramatic. Sometimes it's subtle. A slight shift in perspective, a small improvement in skill, a moment of increased patience. These are the true indicators of transformation. Not the loud proclamations, not the external validation, but the quiet internal changes. Think about physical training. When you first start exercising, results are slow, frustratingly slow. You might not see changes for weeks, but underneath the surface, something profound is happening. Muscles are being rebuilt. Cardiovascular systems are being enhanced. Cellular structures are being transformed. The real work happens where nobody can see. Your personal growth follows the same principle. The most significant changes are happening where nobody is looking, in your mind, in your habits, in the quiet moments of decision and commitment. While others are talking about potential, you're actualizing it. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It's not sexy, it's not glamorous, but it's the only reliable path to meaningful achievement. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. Ask yourself, are you truly committed or are you just interested? Interested people want something to happen. Committed people make something happen. Interested people talk about their goals. Committed people work on their goals when nobody is watching. The greatest illusion in personal development is that motivation comes before action. It's actually the opposite. Action creates motivation. You don't wait to feel motivated to start. You start and motivation follows. Momentum is generated through movement, through doing. Think about water. When it encounters an obstacle, it doesn't stop, it doesn't complain, it doesn't make a big announcement. It simply finds another way. It flows around. It adapts. It continues its journey. Your personal growth should mirror this. Flexible, persistent, unstoppable. Your biggest competition is not other people. It's your previous self. Every day is an opportunity to become a better version of who you were yesterday. Not better than someone else, better than yourself. That's the only comparison that matters. The world doesn't reward potential. It rewards those who execute, those who understand that dreams are nothing more than well-intentioned wishes without consistent, focused effort. Your dream is a destination. Your daily habits are the vehicle that will get you there. Silence is not about being passive. It's about being strategic. It's about conserving your energy, focusing your efforts. While others are loud, you're building. While they're showing off, you're growing. Your work will speak for itself. Your results will be your testimony. Remember this. Success is not an accident. It's a choice made every single day in moments big and small. It's choosing growth over comfort, learning over entertainment, discipline over instant gratification. These choices might seem small, but they compound, they transform. Your journey is your own. Your path is unique. Don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. Focus on your growth, your progress, your transformation. Grind in silence. Let your success be your statement. There's a moment in every journey where everything changes. It's not a dramatic external event. It's an internal shift so profound that it rewrites your entire understanding of what's possible. Most people never experience this moment because they're afraid of the work required to reach it. Transformation is not a destination. It's a continuous process of becoming. It's about constantly challenging the boundaries of your own limitations. Every time you think you've reached your limit, you've actually just arrived at the beginning of true potential. Imagine a forge. Metals don't become strong by accident. They undergo intense heat, immense pressure, repeated hammering. They're broken down to their most fundamental elements and then rebuilt. Stronger, more resilient. Your personal growth follows the same principle. You are the metal. Life's challenges are most people run from challenges. They see difficulty as a stop sign. But true achievers see challenges as invitations. Invitations to grow, to expand, to become something more than they were yesterday. Every obstacle is an opportunity in disguise. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Consider the concept of resistance. In physics, resistance is what allows movement to create energy. In personal development, resistance is what allows challenges to create growth. The more resistance you face, the more potential you have for transformation. Smooth seas never made skilled sailors. Comfortable environments never created extraordinary individuals. Your comfort zone is the most dangerous place you can exist. It's a subtle prison. The walls are built from fear, from doubt, from the limiting beliefs you've accumulated over time. Breaking free requires more than motivation. It requires a fundamental shift in how you see yourself and the world around you. Success is not about having no fear. Success is about moving forward despite the fear, about understanding that fear is not a stop sign, it's a compass. It points you toward the areas where you need to grow, where you need to challenge yourself, where you need to expand. Think about the most significant achievements in human history. They all started with someone believing something was possible when everyone else said it wasn't. Innovation doesn't come from comfort. It comes from the willingness to challenge the status quo, to question everything, to believe in possibilities beyond current realities. Your mind is a powerful tool, but it's also your greatest limitation. The stories you tell yourself become the boundaries of your existence. If you believe you're limited, you'll create limitations. If you believe you're capable of extraordinary things, you'll find ways to make them happen. Mediocrity is a choice. Extraordinary is a commitment. Every single day, you're making a choice to grow or to stagnate, to push beyond your comfort or to remain trapped within it. There are no neutral days. Every moment is an opportunity for transformation. Consider the ecosystem of personal growth. It's not about grand sweeping changes, it's about micro decisions, the choice to read instead of scroll, to learn instead of entertain, to prepare instead of procrastinate. These seemingly small choices compound. They create momentum. Momentum is the most powerful force in personal development. It's like a flywheel. Initially, it takes immense effort to move, but once it starts spinning, it becomes almost unstoppable. Your personal growth is the same. The first steps are the hardest, but once you build momentum, transformation becomes inevitable. Pain is not your enemy. It's your greatest teacher. Physical pain, emotional pain, professional pain, they're all messages, signals telling you where you need to grow, where you need to change, where you need to become stronger. Most people try to avoid pain. Extraordinary individuals learn from it. Your potential is not a fixed point. It's an expanding universe. Every challenge you overcome, every skill you develop, every fear you face, they're not endpoints. They're launching pads, invitations to discover what else is possible. Comparison is the thief of joy, but comparison with your previous self is the engine of growth. The only meaningful competition is with who you were yesterday. Are you better today? Have you learned something? Have you pushed beyond your previous limitations? The world doesn't owe you anything. Your dreams are not a right. They're a responsibility to yourself, to explore the full extent of your capabilities, to challenge the boundaries of what you believe is possible. Discipline is freedom. It might sound contradictory, but true freedom comes from the ability to control your actions, to make choices that align with your long-term vision. Discipline means saying no to immediate gratification. It means choosing long-term growth over short-term comfort. Your environment is a reflection of your internal state. If you want to change your external world, you must first transform your internal landscape. Change is not something that happens to you. It's something you intentionally, consistently, silently, think about a garden. You can't command plants to grow. You create the right conditions. You prepare the soil. You provide nutrients. You remove obstacles. Then growth happens naturally. Your personal development follows the same principle. Create the right conditions. Remove limiting beliefs. Provide yourself with the right resources. Then growth becomes inevitable. Most people are waiting for permission, waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for someone to tell them they're ready. Here's the truth. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you your dreams. You must be the architect of your own transformation. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of success. Every setback contains a lesson. Every mistake is an opportunity to learn. The most successful individuals are not those who never fail. They're those who fail forward, who learn, who adapt, who keep moving. Your greatest power lies in your ability to choose your response to challenges, to choose your attitude, to choose growth over comfort, to choose possibility over limitation. These choices might seem small, but they're the foundation of extraordinary achievement. Silence is not weakness. It's strategy. While others are talking, complaining, making excuses, you're working, growing, transforming. Your actions will speak so loudly that you won't need to explain yourself. This is your moment, your opportunity, your invitation to become something more. Not for external validation, not for recognition, but for the pure transformative joy of discovering what you're truly capable of. Grind in silence. Let your results be your revolution. Excellence is not an accident, it's an architecture. A carefully constructed blueprint built one silent moment at a time. Most people see the finished product, the success, the achievement, but they never see the countless invisible hours of preparation that made it possible. Your life is a blank canvas, not a predetermined painting, not a fixed image. A canvas waiting for you to pick up the brush every single day. Every single moment is a stroke of possibility. But here's the brutal truth. Most people never pick up the brush. They wait, they hope, they wish, but they don't create. Potential is a double-edged sword. It's both a gift and a curse. A gift because it represents unlimited possibility. A curse because it can remain forever unrealized. Potential without action is just a dream. A beautiful illusion that slowly dies with each passing moment of inaction. Consider the nature of water. It doesn't announce its power. It doesn't boast about its ability to shape mountains. It simply does the work consistently, relentlessly. Over time, it carves through solid rock. It creates Grand Canyons. It transforms landscapes. Your personal growth follows the same principle. Quiet, consistent, transformative. The world is designed to distract you, to keep you busy but not productive, to fill your time but not your potential. Social media, endless entertainment, meaningless conversations. These are sophisticated traps designed to keep you average. While others are consuming, you must be creating. While they're scrolling, you must be growing. Your greatest enemy is not external competition. It's internal resistance. That voice inside your head that says you're not enough, that whispers doubt, that creates elaborate excuses. Your job is not to fight this voice. Your job is to simply take action despite it, to prove it wrong through consistent effort. Imagine your personal development as a silent revolution, not a loud, dramatic uprising, but a quiet, methodical transformation. Each day you're rebuilding yourself, piece by piece, skill by skill, belief by belief. And the most powerful part, nobody sees this happening until the transformation is complete. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you could become. It's not about perfection. It's about consistency, about showing up, about doing the work when nobody is watching, when you're tired, when you're discouraged, when the world tells you to quit. Most people live reactive lives. They react to circumstances, to challenges, to other people's expectations, but extraordinary individuals live proactively. They create circumstances. They design their lives. They understand that life doesn't happen to you. Life happens because of you. Think about the concept of compounding, not just in financial terms, but in personal growth. Every book you read, every skill you develop, every challenge you overcome, they're not isolated events. They're interconnected building blocks of your future self. Small actions, massive results. Your comfort zone is the most dangerous place you can exist. It's a soft prison. The walls are built from fear, from doubt, from limiting beliefs. Breaking free requires more than motivation. It requires a fundamental shift in how you see yourself in the world. Success is not about grand gestures. It's about daily commitments. The early morning when you choose discipline over sleep. The late night when you continue learning while others rest. The moment you choose growth over comfort. These are the true markers of potential. Consider the forest. From the outside, nothing seems to be happening. Trees stand silent, seemingly unchanging. But underneath the surface, an entire ecosystem is alive. Roots are growing, nutrients are exchanging, transformations happening. Your personal growth is identical. The most significant changes happen where nobody is looking. Resilience is not about never falling. It's about how quickly you get back up, how you interpret challenges, how you use setbacks as fuel for growth. Every obstacle is an opportunity. Every failure is a lesson. Every challenge is a chance to become stronger. Your mind is a garden. Thoughts are seeds. You can choose to plant flowers or weeds, positive beliefs or limiting thoughts, constructive perspectives or destructive narratives. The garden will grow regardless. Your job is to be intentional about what you plant. Passion is overrated. Commitment is everything. Passion is an emotion. It comes and goes. Commitment is a decision, a daily choice to show up, to do the work. Regardless of how you feel, passion might start the journey. Commitment completes it. The world doesn't reward intentions. It rewards execution. Dreams are beautiful. Plans are wonderful. But they mean nothing without action. Your potential is not measured by what you want to do. It's measured by what you actually do. Silence is not about being passive. It's about being strategic while others are talking, posting, complaining. You're working, growing, transforming. Your results will be your statement. Your success will be your voice. This is your moment, your opportunity, your invitation to become something extraordinary, not for external validation, not for recognition, but for the pure joy of discovering your true potential. Grind in silence. Let your success be your noise. There comes a moment in every journey when everything changes. It's not a loud, dramatic instant. It's a quiet, profound shift that happens deep within your soul. A moment when you realize that your potential is not a destination, but a continuous journey of becoming. This is that moment. Right now, in this very second, you stand at the intersection of who you are and who you could become. It's a crossroads that exists in the landscape of your mind, in the depths of your spirit. And the path you choose is not determined by external circumstances, but by the internal fire that burns within you. Success is a language spoken in the dialect of consistency. It's not about grand gestures or overnight transformations. It's about the thousands of silent decisions you make when no one is watching. The early mornings when sleep beckons, but discipline calls louder. The late nights when exhaustion threatens, but your vision burns brighter. Your life is not a predetermined story. It's an unwritten manuscript, and you are the author. Every choice is a sentence. Every moment is a paragraph. Every day is a chapter. And right now, you have the power to rewrite everything. Consider the nature of true growth. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't seek attention. It simply happens like a seed pushing through concrete, breaking barriers that seem impenetrable. Your potential is that seed. Your commitment is the relentless force that breaks through limitations. Most people live their entire lives trapped by invisible barriers. Barriers created by fear, by doubt, by the limiting beliefs they've accumulated over years of playing it safe. But you are different. You understand that these barriers are nothing more than illusions waiting to be shattered. The world will try to define you. Society will attempt to place limits on your dreams, but your silent work will be the ultimate response. Every challenge you overcome becomes a testament to your resilience. Every fear you face becomes a chapter in your story of transformation. Understand this fundamental truth. Your greatest competition is not external. It's the voice inside your head that says you can't. The limitations you place on yourself, the doubts that creep in during moments of uncertainty. Your job is to silence that voice, to prove it wrong every single day. Mediocrity is a choice. Comfort is a cage. Extraordinary is a commitment that requires everything you have. It demands that you show up, that you do the work, that you push beyond what you thought was possible. Not for recognition, not for praise, but for the pure transformative joy of becoming. Your potential is an ocean. What you've seen so far is just the surface. Beneath lies depths unexplored, capabilities unimaginable, possibilities that exist beyond your current understanding. But to discover them, you must be willing to dive deep, to explore, to challenge everything you think you know about yourself. This is not about perfection. It's about progress. It's about the commitment to become a little better each day, to learn, to grow, to expand, to push the boundaries of what you believe is possible. Your journey is not a straight line. It's a complex, beautiful path of continuous transformation. Look at the challenges before you not as obstacles, but as opportunities. Each difficulty is a teacher. Each setback is a setup for a comeback. Each moment of doubt is an invitation to prove your own strength. You are not defined by what happens to you. You are defined by how you respond. The most powerful revolution happens in silence while others are talking, posting, complaining. You're working, growing, transforming. Your results will be your statement. Your success will be your voice. This is your moment, your opportunity, your invitation to become something extraordinary, not for external validation, but for recognition, but for the pure transformative joy of discovering what you're truly capable of. Grind in silence. Let your success be your revolution. The choice is yours right now. In this moment, choose growth. Choose possibility. Choose yourself.